Hello everyone. Let us now continue with our math review. If you are given an equation in this form, x plus a constant times x minus a constant, these middle terms will cancel out because of plus and minus, and your final answer will be the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. For our example, square root of 5 plus 3 times square root of 5 minus 3. Again, it is in this form. Okay, you are asked to simplify. The first term will be square root of 5 times square root of 5 will give you 5. This portion here, the product of this and this and this and this will cancel out because of the positive negative sign, and the last part is the square of the 3 plus 3 and minus 3 will give you 9. This one will cancel out, and you will have 5 minus 9 will be minus 4. So if you are given an equation like this, you only have to think about the square of the first term and minus the square of the second term. Okay, so this one, you can rewrite the denominator into this form. Okay, remember, this is related to the previous slide. You have y squared minus 1. So it is in this form. So you can rewrite this expression into its factor. Y plus 1 times y minus 1 will give you this, which is your denominator. So I will rewrite this into its factor, y plus 1, y minus 1, so that I can cancel this out, y minus 1 in the numerator and y minus 1 in the denominator. So I will end up with 1 over y plus 1. Y varies directly as x. So directly proportional to x. If y is 12 when x is 3, find the value of y when x is 5. So y is proportional to x. This is your proportionality constant. You can compute for the value of k first. Okay, if y is 12 when x is 3, you can solve for k where k is 4, and then use this k to solve for y when you are given x equals 5. So y will become 20. Okay, so another similar problem to the previous problems given. Okay, so it is again in this form. Oh, so for this one, you have to check first the things that you can simplify. So if you are given this, take note, eto pwedeng makancel, eto pwedeng makancel, eto pwedeng makancel, at ang maiiwan 3 over 11. So madali lang yan. Okay. Question mark. What is blank over 32? What should be the numerator so that you will have 0.875? So sa unang tingin, 0.875. Mahigit siya sa 0.5. Malapit na siya sa 1. So, sa unang tingin pa lang, itong A and B, hindi ko na to i-consider. I-consider ko lang C and D. Pero kung titingnan ko yung C, if you have 24 over 32, this will simplify to 3 over 4, which is 0.75. So, hindi pa siya 0.85 and your only best choice is 28. Okay, ito madali din to. 20 is 125% of what number? Okay, 125. So, 25 higit sa 100. Ito, kahit pag-triplihin, hindi pala pag-triplihin. Magiging 21 ito pag-triple na. Okay, pag doblehin ko tong 7, 14, hindi pa yan, halos kalahati lang ng 20. Hindi aabot ng 125. This 125 is parang 1 and 1/4 times. Ito rin, kung pagdodoblehin ko to, magiging 18. Okay? So, hindi 125 lang naman. So, hindi ito out itong dalawa. Ito na lang. Itong dalawa, last two. Pero itong 10 times 1.25, hanggang 12 lang to. So, your only option is this. Okay, the point minus 5, 3. So, itong minus 5 refers to the value of x and 3 is the value of y. Okay, so saan bang quadrant yan na belong? Dito, sa first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Dito sa first quadrant, parehong positive. Dito sa second quadrant, tingnan natin, x ang negative, positive ang y. Kaya etong minus 5 and 3 belongs to the second quadrant. Ito naman. Okay. The product of minus 3 and minus 6. Negative and negative. 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Positive. How much larger than the sum of minus 2 and minus 7? Minus 2 and minus 7 is minus 9. Andito siya. Plus 18. Minus 9 and plus 18. How much larger? So, kung bibilang tayo, 9 hanggang 0, 9 points yon. 0 hanggang 9, another 9 points. 9 hanggang 18, another 9 points. So, ibig sabihin, 27 times larger. What is the product of minus 1.54 and minus 1.64? Okay, so take note, parehong minus. Kaya, ang product will be a positive number. Okay, 1.54 and 1.64. Hindi nakaabot ng 2. Okay, so, ang product, halimbawa, 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Andito hindi yan aabot ng 200, hindi aabot ng 25. So, your only option is this 2. And since pareho yang negative, your only option is this one. Okay? So, ganun lang. Titingnan mo muna kung anong mga information ang makukuha mo. You don't need to compute anymore. Ito, balik tayo, 1.54, hindi nakaabot ng 2. 1.64. Hindi rin nakaabot ng 2. 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So, imposibleng 200 ang answer, imposibleng 25 ang answer. Ito na lang ang dalawa ang iyong pagpipilian. And since pareho naman yung negative, so positive ang iyong answer, so ito yung iyong option. You don't have to compute anymore.